Hello everybody, how are you today? Vilisink, back again, Raid Shadow Legends. And in this video we're going to talk about a free champion. A champion that, just by playing the game for a certain amount of time, you can acquire. You have to get it from 3v3 Bazaar. We're about to discuss why you should go for him. Why he is such a fun champion, he's a good champion. Maybe more for early and mid-level accounts. As you get later on, you might not have a use for him. There may be other champions that do similar things he does, but nonetheless, he is an absolutely amazing champion. He's so fun. I'm happy I personally got him, and I'm not sure whether I've spoke about him before, but it's Drexthar Bloodtwin. I think I did talk about him. So I think I called him Flaming Nipples. He's a little weird kind of on fire nipples. And he's just absolutely badass looking. The art team at Plarium, you always knock out the park. You just do. They never get it wrong. They've never got it wrong once, and I don't think they will. It is, graphics to me aren't everything, but when I look at these champions, I see the time that they've put in, the effort, the hours, just the skill to be able to make something look as badass as this looks. Now, he's a free champion, 3v3 Bazaar. You buy one fragment at a time. When you buy 100, you can then summon this champion. And you really should. He's a great champion, will help you progress. Good at CC, does respectable damage. If built to a certain degree, can solo certain bosses and Doom Tower and so forth. Really, really fun. So quickly, base HP, almost 19,000 for a defense champion. I mean, it's okay. Attack, irrelevant. Defense, almost 1400, which is quite high. Fantastic base to build off of. Anything over 1000 I say is good, but defense based champions, we are going to expect that the defense is slightly higher because that is the type of champion that they are. And it's what their kit will most likely scale off of. So 100 speed, so he's a fast chap. Crit damage. For this particular build, not interested. You potentially could have damage, but I don't have boomer gear, like some badass gear, so can't really do that. But I assume you potentially could hit really hard if you had the savage and the time and you wanted to have some fun. Resistance, a base of 50, and accuracy, a base of 10. Now let's take a look. I'll show you how I have mine built. 43,168 HP, so a little bit lower. I would like it to be around 50, but he's had this particular build for maybe a year. I think I've changed these builds once or twice. But this build Forge now works. I may update it at some point. And just because, just because 1500 attack, irrelevant, 3200 defense, so he's a tanky chap. The HP is a bit lower because the defense is a bit higher. 226 speed, crit rate, crit damage not important, 307 resistance and 323 accuracy. So the plan is with this kit we want to resist while we debuff. Pardon me. And with that being said, I'll show you the gear after for the stats and stuff. But let's take a quick look at this champion. He is not booked. Lego books are expensive and I will not be buying them, so his A1 will attack an enemy 3 times, 30% chance of placing a HP burn debuff for 2 turns. Heals this champion by 20% of the damage inflicted if he's under a HP burn debuff. So you place a HP burn debuff, you then have 2 hits after that he can heal his HP back, which is a really cool mechanic. Some other champions have variations of this, but it's a very solid A1, triple hit, HP burn, and he can heal himself because of it. So let's look at burning last quickly. AoE, 40% chance placing a provoke. It does go to 60% chance. If you get the mastery, 65. Although, the chance will go to 100 if they're under a HP burn debuff, so you really don't need to book it unless you want the damage or the cooldown. Also places decrease attack if the provoke debuff is placed. So if under a HP burn debuff, you will get the provoke and you will get the decrease attack. Very nice kit as far as the CC goes. If you're attacking all enemies and you're provoking all enemies, you're basically making them utilize their A1. At the same time, we're burning them down while breaking their attack, so they're doing less damage and they're burning to death. So quite savage, but extremely cool. Highly passive. You can book this further to 75% chance, and it is transfer placing a HP burn debuff for 2 turns on the attacker when hit. So in arena, in dungeons, doom tower, clan boss, whatever it is, if he gets hit, he has a chance of placing a HP burn on his attacker. The champion resistance increases by 10 for every enemy under a HP burn debuff. Starts up to 50, which is quite nice. It just helps him resist debuffs, takes less damage, while obviously landing his own debuffs at inflicting damage. His aura is increased accuracy in all battles by 70, so bloody good aura. I'll show you the masteries, which have not changed in a while. They may have to, but it's been a while. So we've got crit damage, which isn't necessarily in a damage build, so that's quite interesting. Triple hit A1, which is why we went for a Giant Slayer. We've just got single out. We have Life Drinker, so he can heal a little bit. Higher HP champions do more damage. Good against the Frost Spider and so forth. So after the Slain, increases damage inflicted for each dead ally, which sometimes we want. Methodical increases the power of an A1. And Killstreak is increased damage in dungeons, arena and so forth. Defense Chi I may swap to support at some point. But it was just for a little bit more resistance, improved parry so he can't be crit on. There's a chance of placing block debuffs when certain debuffs expire on that champion. Down to retribution, I believe it is. Test to counter attack. So potentially can change that to support and defense, because we're not looking for damage, we're looking for his kit, just like how I built my ninja. They hate the debuffs to do their job. So I'll quickly show you how I kind of have him built. So this is a build I potentially could update, and I may. So we have 39 accuracy, some speed, HP. And if the game allows me, we'll go to the helm. Got HP, some speed, resistance, because we're looking for a bit of both. 46 resistance, a bit of speed. Defense gloves, 20 speed, accuracy, resistance. Resistance chest with accuracy, speed. I love that chest. Same as in Cruel set. Speed boots, resistance, accuracy. And these items here, again, I could potentially make his build way better. And I may look into it, but it's one of my favourite champions that you get for free. Which is why I want to show him off to you guys. Tell you about him. If you don't have him yet, do your tag arena just for the bars so you can get him. And then, it's a massive milestone for your account. Defense ring, HP, triple accuracy, and accuracy banner, 16 speed, so there's room for improvement. Now let's take him into a dungeon and let's make him one of the only. So we'll take in Dragon. People normally do 20. He'll be strong affinity for Dragon 20. We'll just break this team up a second. We will keep it free to play, so we'll keep War Maiden. We will have him as a CC champion. We have the decreased defense. We can get more accuracy. Not that we need it, but it allows potentially the champions you used to have less accuracy. His aura will add on what you cannot put on yourself. So Fantastic. Silo the Drakes is a free champion. A bit of CC and stun. And I'm messing with Chugger, so will we just put him in? What would be a cool little team here? Who else is a free champion? So we've got the Burn, which will eventually kill everybody off. No doubt about it. They're going to die. We have a little bit of a stun. Banshee's there just for the dragon. If we even allow this run to go to the dragon, we may not. We may just. What we'll do is we'll take in. Well, Royal Guard is going to do way too much damage. So let's just take in. Chagura might not. Chagura won't do as much damage. So let's take a look at this. So what about that? We're actually going to put in Arbiter. Yes, it speeds us up, but we then have to be able to show off what kind of is good about Drexthar. So Arbiter, Banshee will be quick purely because she solos the dragon on 20. They're all provoked. We've got the decrease attack. I'm just gonna slowly pick them apart. We're doing okay damage with Chagura. I'm working on his masteries. First, I'm going with Helm Smasher, which could be quite cool because I showed him before. He wasn't underwhelming. He's a really fun champion, but with masteries, I want to show you guys just the potential that he can have, or the potential I can make him have. You know, and my gear is not the best, so potentially, depending on where you farmed, you can do way better. So let's have Drexthar Bloodtwin, because we have no CC. So if we take hits, yes, we can revive, but hopefully Drexthar will help us not take any hits, or if he gets attacked, pardon me, they will burn to death at some point. So we've provoked one of the Hordens, one of the Tyrells, which is good. See if we can get some HP burns up at some point. And this is a team apart from Chagur, who was a lucky pull by my beautiful 4-year-old, because he's a great good luck charm. This team is obtainable, you know, absolutely obtainable. So he's going to start burning now. Fantastic, decreased defense, got about a turn meter boost. And we could have taken in Rotost again. I could have taken in what's his name, Royal Guard, but I would have done way more damage. The only CC again is from Drexthar Bloodtwin. So we're soon going to beat the dragon, just over 2 minutes, not that bad. So let's see how we get on here. Let's continue the run. Although if everybody dies, Frozen Banshee solos it way quicker. But to be fair, I think what we might do is HP Burn will go into the dragon. He will take damage because we have the masteries for that. But the poison will make sure that this dragon doesn't see the light of day. But I'm curious to see the damage that Drexthar does, because he does a lot of damage. It's extremely good. And just think of, you know, we can go into Ice Golem, we can go into Doom Tower, we can go into all these other dungeons and so forth. He's going to do the same thing. His damage will vary depending, because obviously the HP and defense levels change. I'm curious to see how much damage he's going to do here. And if you're a couple of months in, just work on your 3v3. Get the fragments for Drexthar. He's a fantastic free champion. He will help you progress just so much. He'll burn people. If you don't have a damage dealer, put him in. The runs will take longer. Even pair him with a CC champion to ensure they're CC'd, and they're just going to burn away. You know, slowly over time to help you progress to where you have to be. It could be just to get to level 20 or stage 20, but when you get to 20, you're there. You don't have to worry about stage 18 or 19. So apart from Frozen Banshee and Chagur, obviously, Drexthar 720,000 damage. Banshee obviously showing off because she solos the dragon. Chagur was an okay looking pile of damage, almost 1.6. But I could take Drexthar in multiple places. We could even go against the Frost Spider. The Frost Spider is a fantastic area to take Drexthar Bloodtwin because of that HP burn. As soon as, because the Spider will remove that debuff, and then Drexthar was going to get attacked and it's going to go back up again, and it's just going to be something that is never going to go away. So I could take it into a different place and show you Drexthar, but you're going to see the same thing. He's also fantastic in Faction Wars as a CC champion. But I wanted to just talk about him, tell you guys that you should be, no, we're not buying that skin, tell you that you should go for him. He's a fantastic champion. Please do your 3v3 and try to get him, because I'm happy I did. I missed a couple of days here and there, but I mean, he's truly a fantastic champion. I may work on reworking his build he has at the moment, but it will remain the same. The masteries may change, but the build will be the same. I want him to resist, and I want him to apply debuffs. The crit rate, crit damage doesn't really matter. Give him high speed, good tanky stats and so forth. But we're going to leave it there. I hope you enjoyed looking at the build I gave my Drexthar. I know the masteries are not what they really should be, but I haven't really looked at masteries in quite some time. But yeah, he's a free champion that you can acquire just through playing the game. Every week or every however long the period is, just buy that fragments and then eventually you're going to get him. If you're a newer account, I cannot describe just how much he will help you. If you're later on in the game, he's still a fun champion that you can kick some ass with. You know what I mean? A very good CC'er, a very good champion to burn people down. If you have nobody else, again, the runs take longer, but you're still guaranteed success. So with that being said, guys, check out Drexthar Bloodtwin. Please tell me in the comments below what you think of him. Do you have him? Do you like my build of him? What build are you using? What sets you use and so forth? And most importantly, guys, stay safe, keep on raiding. I'll see you soon.